Hello everyone and welcome to the Rift. Today we've got cards. You know the drill. My webcam! I keep forgetting this thing, man. Bad streamer. There you go, you can see me. Hello. Alright, cards. New cards. Yep, cards. Music. Yep, music. I've already seen all these, but I'll talk about them because I think they're interesting. Blue Viktor. Does he live up to the hype? Nope. Sad. There are some good Viktor cards later, but not this guy. When you play a card on an opponent's turn, play a 1 might recruit unit token in your base. For 4 energy and a power, this guy's 3 might. I just don't think this guy's worth it. In Viktor, there's tons of other better things you could be doing. Yeah, you just don't really proc his effect that much. I think, like, if you're proccing this guy's effect twice, that's probably worth it. But Viktor just doesn't do that reliably. So, yup. I think this card is good in Teemo, actually. Because it's not once per turn, you can proc it on the turn immediately after you play it twice, which is what Teemo usually does. Just flip 2 hiddens a turn, typically. Yeah, if he sticks around, you get more. I think this is actually pretty good in Teemo. In Kaisa, I don't know. I don't really think it's great in Kaisa. With Kaisa, you're playing so many spells on your own turn, not really on the opponent's turn. Like, sometimes you stupefy and get excited, but it's kind of it. You're usually playing all your removal during your own turn. Yeah, I don't really think this is good in Kaisa. At least not yet. We need more cantrips, more... Something like Sona would be really nice for Kaisa. That would help fix a lot of her issues. But alas, we don't have that. So yeah, I think Viktor's, it's just meh. It's good in Teemo, but outside of that, I really don't think you're going to be using this card that much. Malzahar. This guy is really wacky. Kill a friendly unit or gear and tap him. Exhaust him, I guess. Action, add 2 power. It's interesting. I don't really think you're gonna play this into anything. It's just expensive for not that much payoff. Like, getting 2 powers fine, but like doesn't really do anything right now. It doesn't really have a combo-y payoff. What about Teemo? It's good in Teemo. Yeah, this guy is. I think that's his only use case, really, as of right now. It's just in Teemo. He's pretty good at that, but in other decks, I don't think he's going to see any play. You just can't proc his effect much. I don't think this card really has a use right now. It's just really janky. It wants to, like, combo, I guess, but we don't really have combo. 4 energy for 3 power sucks, and his effect doesn't really help that much. I mean, 2 power's nice, I guess, but power's free anyway. So yeah, it's just super slow in a format that is quite fast. You just cannot afford to be doing this kind of stuff right now. Yeah, I don't think this card is gonna have any use right now. Nocturne. This guy is interesting and causing rules as written nightmares, because rules as written, he doesn't function. We have confirmation from the devs that he's supposed to do what you think he's supposed to do, but as far as the rules are actually written and the way they actually work, he doesn't function. So yet another card that probably needs an errata or some kind of FAQ to actually make him function by the rules as they are written. He's 4 energy and a power for 4 might. It's an okay stat line. Got ganking, so he's not terrible to play down. But you're not doing that, you're playing him with his effect. When you look at cards from the top of your deck and don't draw them, and you see me, you may play me for just a power, which is pretty good. That's quite the discount. A power for 4 might unit? Quite good. Quite good. Yeah, I think he could be playable. The odds that you flip him off of blue Teemo is 33%. So that's pretty low. You should not expect to flip this guy off of blue Teemo. So I really don't know if he's gonna see play in Teemo. Like, he might, but you really don't want to draw him. He just kind of sits in your hand. And usually, when you don't want to draw a card, why are you putting it in your deck? Yeah, I mean, like, if you high roll with him and get him off a flip, then sure, he's good, but you shouldn't expect to do that on average, because the odds are so low. So I don't even know if you play this guy in Teemo. You only have one way of flipping cards right now, looking at cards, and that's it. Yeah, I don't even know if you play this guy right now. It just seems like you're trying to get lucky, and most of the time you're just not going to, and he's just gonna be bad. I mean, he's not terrible to just play down raw, and you do have ways of discarding, so it's not that bad. I don't know, I'll have to finagle with it and test it out. I see the potential, but as of right now, I just don't think it's worth it mathematically. Speaking of Teemo, this is the blurry one. Where's the non-blurry one? It's on the Riftbound Twitter, right? I think so. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Play Riftbound. Hello. Not that one, this one. There we go. This guy. 2 into power for a 2 might, but you're usually not playing him for that. He's got hidden, because of course he does, he's Teemo. When I defend or I'm played from hidden, reveal the top 5 cards of your main deck. Deal 1 to an enemy unit here for each card with hidden. Then recycle them. Yeah, so I think I cranked the numbers beforehand for this card. Somewhere. Let me see. It should be in. Yeah. Oh, the odds changed because we have a new card. I'd assume like a 90% chance now of getting a damage and like a 50% chance of getting 2 damage. Something like that. Let me actually crunch the numbers on this. Cards in deck 39. Hidden's in deck 14? I think so. We've got 4 3-ofs. Pretty sure. Let me actually check what I have in my Teemo list. And blue Teemo wasn't up yet, so he's not in here, but he should be. 1 2 plus 1 2 3 9 and 11. Wait, what? I'm missing one, right? Am I not missing one? Hello? Did I not put it in the deck? I have every hidden card in here, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Oh. Give me my cards. This goes out. Oh wait, no, not you. I think you go out. But you're so good. What do we cut in this deck? Do we cut rebukes? We might. We just might remove rebuke. Stick it in the side deck. And then I still need a spot. I need another spot. We probably don't need that guy. That's probably fine. I think this is max copies of every hidden we can play. I think so. And I'm pretty sure you just stick them all in the deck for now. Yeah. Yeah, like Nocturne, where does he fit? You have to make cuts to fit him, and he's not even that good of a payoff. I don't want to cut anything from this deck. Everything seems really good. I might even want to play 3 Viktor. It seems like I'd want to, right? I think so. I want to make space for him, but I'm not sure what to cut. We could maybe cut, like, a sprite call, but we're cutting a hidden then. Maybe we don't need that many. We can probably cut 1, right? We have enough now. Yeah, we have a lot of hiddens, like a lot. That sounds fine to me. So how many hiddens do we have in the deck? We're taking one of these out, so that's 5, 8, 11, 13. I think I counted that right. Sounds about right. 13 hiddens in the deck. We flip 5 cards with Teemo, and we want at least 1. Like 89% to get 1, and then 55 to get 2 or more. So you're still gonna only expect to flip 1 with him. So plan around that. Keep that in mind. Yeah. I think Teemo gets a little bit better. I still don't think just turbo holding all game is a viable strategy at all. There's just too many counters. Like, no matter how good the strategy gets, it's just flawed. So you might just have to switch to playing a more normal mid-range game plan with him. I can try... Yeah, because you have actual draw power now. So it's not that terrible of an idea. We just don't have good removal in this deck is the problem for it to be like an actual competent mid-range strategy. We don't have the removal. Yeah, we'd need a kill spell or something like that. There's just not enough removal. We have like none. Yeah, we're gonna need more removal for him to actually like be a deck that can function normally and not just fold to a light breeze. Yeah, I still don't think you play this guy. The odds of flipping him are just too low for the payoff. This card, though, this card is very good. This changes a decent amount. I mean, it really doesn't change that much. Some decks get some more draw power, which is pretty nice in Ari, because she right now has a hard time with late game. Blue doesn't really have late game. Besides Kaisa, that's kind of it, which is more like mid-game-ish, maybe a little bit late game, but not really. And Viktor definitely doesn't have any problem with late game, but this is pretty good for Viktor. I'm currently playing 2 of this in most decks. I think that's the sweet spot. I'm playing 2 of it in Viktor. He really doesn't need that much more draw power. You have 3 Hidden Blade, 3 Stupefy, and Sentry, and this as well. I think you're fine on draw power. I think you draw enough cards. You just don't want to see too many draw spells, because that's slow. Right now, the format is just too fast. You can't really spend like much energy at all just fiddling around drawing cards. So it's good that this is a hidden. But yeah, you don't want to play too much draw power, because if you have too much draw power in your hand, you're being very slow. Unless you can like play the right guys out on time and then have draw power next turn. I guess it's fine, but like you really don't want to draw too many of these when you need real cards in your hand that actually do stuff besides just drawing. So I think a total of like 3 Hidden Blade, 2 of this, 3 Stupefy, and some Watchful Sentry is fine. That sounds fine to me. Viktor already had pretty much enough draw before anyway. Maybe sometimes he runs out of cards, but yeah, this basically fixes that problem, I guess. In Ari, I'm playing 2 still. Again, I don't think you want that many draw cards. I think 2 is enough. Maybe you just cut Meditation wholesale and play 3 of this, if it's just better. But I'm playing 2 Meditation and 2 of this right now. I really just don't want to see 2 copies of either of those cards is the thought process there. Like if I play 3 of this and I draw 2 of them, that's not great. That's really slow. I think I just want 1. I just want to see 1 in a game. I think that's the sweet spot. And I can reliably see 1 because this game is inherently very consistent. So yeah, some interesting cards. I think these are all pretty decent or really good. This guy just doesn't really do anything. Yeah, kind of the odd one out here. Yeah, Viktor, good in Teemo, not really in much else. Malzahar doesn't really have a use. Nocturne could be playable in Teemo, but I don't think right now it's worth it. Mathematically, you just don't hit him. Blue Teemo is really good, and Consult the Past is really good. I think probably every blue deck except Kaisa is going to play this. The problem with Kaisa isn't draw power, you have tons of draw power. The problem with Kaisa is that you need better cards to draw. Yeah, some good reveals today. I really like the design direction on some of these. They're really cool. Malzahar's cool, even if he doesn't do anything. Nocturne's cool. Viktor's cool. These cards are cool. Yeah, some nice boost to blue. I don't think it's enough to make blue good yet. It's still a bad color. But this card definitely helps. It's definitely pushing it in the right direction. And the fact that this is a common is kind of crazy. Because, like, if they print rare and epic draw spells, how crazy are those cards gonna be? I hope they're really crazy. That'd be nice. Blue is just so bad right now. Yeah, I like these cards. They're a step in the right direction for the game. Hopefully we can conquer our aggro overlords and defeat the Jinx menace when the set comes out. I think Viktor has a chance. This card definitely helps. Yeah. I updated Teemo. I did update Viktor. Is there a way I can just view the whole deck in one screen? I don't think so. I have no idea. I've never tried to do that before. Could I do that here? I don't think so. They've changed this too, so I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna look at it here. Yeah, space in this deck is getting pretty tight. Like, you can cut a Watchful Sentry, and like, that's it. Maybe the Kaisas. I'm trying it out. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but in theory it's decent. Like, the least you can get is Stupefy. You can draw 2 for free. You can call something to draw 2 if you need to. You can call a week off Kaisa, which is pretty good. You can technically play Stratagem off Kaisa, I guess. Maybe that'll come up like once, but it's a play you can do. Kinda nutty to think about. Siphon power is pretty good off of Kaisa. That's pretty nice. Yeah, in theory it's really good. I'm only playing 2 of it though, so I really just want to draw 1 during a game, and that's it. I can't really play the second, I don't think. You just don't have time. Game's too fast. Yeah, I think you have enough draw power in this deck. 3 Stupefy, 3 Hidden Blade, 3 Sentry, could go down to 2. 2 Consult the Past, maybe you can cut a Sentry and add a 3rd Consult. Maybe, but I guess. Yeah, you don't really need a reliable turn 1 play going first, so you have token. Still better to play one of these guys, but still, the token turn 1's fine. Going second though, you really need to put down 2 bodies, so drawing this or one of these plus token is like a necessary play you have to make going second. At least against something like Jinx. Yeah, I think the deck is like slightly better than it was. I think these are upgrades over Patron. I think. I think you're going to be playing Viktor a lot more often turn 2 though. Because your turn 2 play with 4 energy is like, you can play a 3-drop and make a token. That's not bad, but if you don't draw a 3-drop, you have your backup Viktor. So, yeah, I think it's fine. Evangel, I'm still playing at 3 because going second, turn 2 you have 5, so you can play him. Just playing Viktor and a token is also fine. But I like this guy better than that play. I think it is a better play. I still like this guy a lot in the deck. Hidden Blade. Good combo. Yeah, I really like this deck. When I played it originally, it was really fun. It's definitely my kind of deck. I like mid-range, just play standard Riftbound. Nothing too fancy. Just solid, strong cards. He's really just a fundamentals deck. Nothing too spicy, just play a normal game and play well, and you'll probably win if you play well. Which is generally the type of deck that I gravitate towards, consistent decks that are very fundamentals based. Yeah, you could also cut Sentry for a dragon. I don't know. I think you just have enough top end, though, that it's fine to shove one into the side deck. And you're probably paying a bunch of power. Isn't Nocturne supposed to be combined with Seer? I mean, you could do that, but I don't think it's worth it in any deck right now. I just don't think Nocturne is worth it in any deck right now. The odds of hitting him are low. Yeah, I'm not cutting anything to play Seer in this deck. I think the space is already kind of tight. There's just not... Like, I want my Ahri. I want my Viktor in MF. Maybe you could cut a Viktor and play a third Sprite if 2 Viktor feels too clunky, but that really is the only change I'd make right now. I think both of these cards are revealed. Both are blue. Could be an archetype in the making. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting... It's interesting from a design perspective. I mean... Nocturne's purple. So... You'd need specifically purple-blue to play that kind of archetype right now. Just reveal and hit stuff off of revealing. It is definitely an interesting archetype. We've kind of seen it before in Runeterra-ish. There's like a couple cards that do stuff when you see them in prediction. It can be extremely high roll, though. I'd feel really bad to play against sometimes. So I'm hoping they don't make it good. Is my hope. That is true, I thought he was blue. Yeah. It does kind of make more sense for him to be... for that effect to be blue. I guess. Unless purple's gonna get a bunch of vision. Maybe. Yeah. Crisis still hasn't changed. I think Viktor is slightly better. It might rival Jinx now. I think in terms of overall matchup spread into the format, Viktor is currently better. But he can struggle against Jinx sometimes. He can get walled out, and that's really bad. And the draw card doesn't really help with that, so I don't know. Maybe you have to start teching some blue Ahri to fix that issue, but then you have to play more blue, which you really don't want to do. I think Teemo still is in the same struggling position. Like, he's a little bit better with the cards we got, but the current playstyle that he wants to go for is just inherently flawed. It's way too linear. He just can't play a normal mid-range game. He will just lose because his cards are so bad at pushing and just like weak and low value compared to other people's cards. And like purple blue is probably the worst combo in the game in terms of top end and late game. Like, you gotta draw a lot to make up for all of your cards being so cheap and weak. Just card by card. Like, this deck is really gonna struggle against big stuff. You have Rebuke for that in the side, I guess. But still. There's so many cards you just auto lose to. Unchecked Power wins the game against you. Stormbringer kind of does as well. You're probably really bad into Kaisa. I've played that matchup a couple times, and I believe Kaisa won. Yeah, I think Teemo is still on the same struggle bus that he was before, but he's slightly better. Viktor and Consult probably help. I think they definitely help, but I don't know if they help enough. The strategy is still very linear. You need some middle and top end cards that are really good and worth playing to make this deck into like an actual normal deck that wants to play mid-range. So you just don't have that right now. I don't think Kaisa's enough. Yeah, we'll have to test. We'll have to see. I know Gale's gonna play this deck. Probably play it against me. I think I'm gonna play some games tomorrow. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, not many new cards today. Yeah. I think they're slowing down a lot on reveals. Like, a lot. They've already slowed down, but it looks like they might be slowing down even more. Unless we get more people Friday. So far it's posted that we only have one. So, maximum, like, 6 cards that can be revealed, but probably nowhere close to that. If Toast reveals 3 and normal Riftbound website reveals 3, they usually don't do that. They usually just have 1 or 2. So I'd expect like 3 cards Friday. And I think Monday's in the same boat too, so it looks like they're slowing down a lot. I'm wondering how we're gonna get all the remaining cards. Like, there's... what? 1, 2, 3 weeks left? That's like, if it averages 3 a day, like 27 cards. Like 30-ish, we'll say. That's not that many. I think we have a lot more than that left. Plus Proving Grounds. So we have a lot left, like 100. They may just not reveal a bunch and just like say, go. Open the set and find them. Yeah, or they might just drop them a bunch drop them all at once, like they did at the beginning. Just dropped a ton. Be interesting. Be a hectic day for me, but yeah. Definitely interesting. Yeah, so I think we got some good bangers today. Nothing too crazy, I'd say, but good cards, solid cards that help. They aren't showing any overnumbereds. They showed 2 already. So... But yeah, I don't think they're showing any more, they might have said. So we have these. But even not counting these, we still have like 100 cards left to go that aren't revealed yet. So... yeah. A lot of open spaces. Definitely a lot. I'm wondering what they're gonna do about that. Plus proving grounds. So yeah, a ton of stuff. Yeah, I'm interested to see where the game goes from here. These are definitely a good start in making things a little more balanced. So hopefully a bunch more good cards to come. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna play some games, I think. Gonna try and get Gale again. Maybe some other people too, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's good for today. Not too much to talk about. Just some minor updates to a few decks. Usually how things go. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna head out. I think there's not really much else to talk about. Not really much else to do. I'm gonna try to play a bunch tomorrow, so that'll be good. Maybe some Saturday or Friday as well. We'll see. Let's see who I can get. Alright, that's where I'm gonna head out today. See you guys tomorrow. Friday, maybe Saturday as well. Probably this weekend at some point. We want to play some more games with a few of these decks. Alright, I'm gonna head out. You guys have a good day. And as always, take care.